I just realized, speaking of country fest country, this Jason Aldean. Are you guys following this thing?
Not at
His
all,
new
but I
song?
did see that there's some controversy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like blown up the whole internet right now, and I have not watched it, so let's watch this thing. What's that, William? Or Dawson?
Well, it's blowing up the countryside of the internet.
Oh my god.
I literally have not. I don't know who.
I've
you're
had 3 references to this in just the
Blowing
matter
up
of
the
half
internet's a
first
bit of a
day.
stretch, I think.
What's that?
Blowing up the internet's a bit
Yeah,
of a
right.
stretch.
It's a little stretch.
What-
Whatever it is.
What was the name again?
Jason Aldean. I'm not a big
Well,
country
they pulled
guy.
the video, right? Because it was insensitive.
Yeah.
So, like, where are we? Maybe they reposted it somewhere.
What was
but-
the?
Well, let's look up Jason Aldean and let's find an article about this. I'm kind of curious. Jason Aldean.
Is that how
You guys at
say it?
home, are you following this
Aldean.
story?
I say
Aldean, is that
Aldean,
what it is?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this guy. Although he
WZ44
looks-
says Dawson needs some country music in his life.
I'm from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. We have WeFest up there. I've worked there.
Razzle Dazzle says
don't
no
like
one loves him. I saw a video of Herb saying that he's welcome to play anywhere in South Dakota, even on the front lawn of the Capitol if he wants.
Country music star Jason Aldean's latest music video for Try That in a Small Town lasted just 1 weekend on country music television before the network pulled it in response to an outcry over its setting and lyrics. In the video, Aldean, who has been awarded Country Music Artist of the Decade by the Academy of Country Music. Isn't that sad? He's like the artist of the decade, and most of us don't know who he is. I've heard his name, by the way. Performs in front of Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee. This is
Try
the
that in a
site.
small town. That's what it was.
This is the site of the 1946 Columbia race riot and the 1927 mob lynching of an 18-year-old black teenager named Henry Choate.
Pretty sure it's that first one.
Aldean's video, which was released last Friday, has received fervent criticism online, with some claiming that the visual is a dog whistle and others labeling it pro-lynching. Oh, God.
I'm not gonna be able to play the music, obviously, but we can look at the video.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
think my
Well,
headphones are on.
is there any point in playing this? Is that just because we're on
Probably not.
YouTube, or we couldn't do that on Rumble?
Nowhere would allow that.
All right. Well, why don't we just add our own lyrics? America. So this is the court. This must be the courthouse.
Is there a shot?
Can you
that we're
just
looking
look
for?
up the lyrics?
Oh yeah, good call there, Bridget. What's it called? Jason Aldean. What's the song called?
I don't know
Try
what
that
the
in a
song is
small
actually
town.
Small Town
Oh, yeah.
Lyrics. There we go.
Tucker says, yeah, WAP by Cardi B is a masterpiece. I know, it's so true.
All right, so to the folks who need the money but won't sell the family 40, keep telling that suit and tie no. To all them hidden county liners, little mom and pop diners, keep telling big money where to go. Remember, God only made so much real estate. Tell the bank I'm not going to take it to the grave. Is this really the song? It's called Small Town Small. Is this the right
I feel
one?
like no.
No,
it's,
it's try that in a small town.
Try that in a small town. Sorry.
He's talking about these rioters and looters.
Yeah, like
George,
try
I
it
was
in a
gonna
small
say,
town
that's
and see how.
That was footage directly from it. So
Yeah.
So it is politically charged.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Sucker punch somebody in a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store, or just grab a bottle of booze and drink in the liquor store parking lot. You think it's cool? Well, act like a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag, and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you go, or you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. I like that, right? It's the bullshit of BLM writing. Oh, what was that?
what was the
Oh, this is just like a montage of all the crap.
what was
that's
the
done.
imagery that people were specifically disliking?
Well, I think it was that beginning where he's in front of a courthouse. Why does it bring back
Being of Light
memories?
11 says all the video clips are actual, not clips. What? What's that?
They're-
I think. Oh, riot clips. Oh, I read that wrong. on my screen. Actual riot clips.
Tucker thinks we should get a booth at Farm Fest. Doesn't Walsh usually show up? Yeah, only election years.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little silly that people are upset that he's in front of a courthouse. Why would that matter?
Waltz shows
Because
up-
apparently there was a lynching there in 1927. That's why.
Okay.
it's
Have
such
you
a
met
stretch
the
with
left?
the slightest thing sets him off, and that's why we can't react to it.
This is the site of the 1946 Columbia race riot and the 1927 mob lynching of an 18-year-old black teenager named Henry Choate. So
Isn't
which
that
is
more
100
powerful? Isn't that more powerful that they're showing it at a courthouse where that happened then?
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. It's a courthouse. Like, what if great things have happened at that courthouse too, right? What if a black man was found not guilty at that courthouse? Like, is it all forever now going to be because one guy got lynched there in 1927, 100 years ago?
Which is bad. But,
Right.
like,
You know, Jason Aldean needs to come out against that 1927 lynching. That's the problem here.
why
He has not made a
hasn't
statement about the
spoken out-
1927 lynching.
He hasn't spoken out about it, so.
Yeah,
what's
of
up?
course. He must weigh in on the 1927 lynch. This is how ridiculous
no.
these people are.
All those other bad historical events too. He's been pretty quiet. On,
Yeah. Yeah.
Once he talked about Hitler, is
Yeah.
he pro-Hitler now?
Yeah. Obviously, he hates the Jews, right?
Clearly.
So,
Clearly.
geez.